this is Nick D.
I'm Brie K, and this is Kasari.
You already know what it is, man. It's William Cater.
Yo, this is DJ Lost and Found from the Missing Link podcast.
Hey, what up? It's Miss Hero from Pew Army.
This is Stephen the Levite.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy YP, aka Young Paul. You know what I mean? Representing the East Coast, New York, Jersey, stand up.
And you're tuned into the That's Not
Christian Podcast. Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. It is just me, Jay, today, and I'm coming on real quick because we just had breaking news, incredible, unprecedented news that former President Donald J. Trump has been found guilty of all 34 counts, and now he's officially a felon. This is insane. We just talked about this in yesterday's episode. Incredible moment in American history, but we're gonna break it down, how we got there, and what could happen next. Trump's presidency, as we all know, has been marked by numerous controversies, investigation, legal stuff, and ever since he's left office, right, it just seems like it's intensified. He has a bunch of investigations that were launched into his business practices and actions while he was in office. And now that he's running for president again, we just had this court case, right, with Stormy Daniels. And this case was about the alleged financial fraud, obstruction of justice, and campaign finance violations. And today's verdict of guilty on all 34 counts is a culmination of these extensive legal proceedings. And honestly, I didn't think that we would get a verdict so quickly, because just yesterday, they would, deliberating back and forth or whatever. But all 34 counts, he's guilty. So he's been found guilty of tax fraud, obstruction of justice, campaign finance, conspiracy to defraud the United States. And the prosecution in the case presented some evidence, including falsified financial statements of, a lot of his checks that he signed, sending to Michael Cohen, some emails, and obviously the testimonies of key witnesses like Michael Cohen, his CFO, and Stormy Daniels, of course. And one of the things that was brought into evidence was the testimony of Michael Cohen, which was Trump's former attorney, and he's detailed his direct involvement in the illegal activities, and showed financial documents of how Trump inflated the value of his assets to get loans, and then undervalue them to reduce tax liabilities. And then I mentioned also Trump's former CFO, which confirmed manipulation of financial records and emails and recorded conversations. So it was a lot going on. But the ultimate question is, what does the guilty verdict means, right? Officially, Trump is now a felon, which is the first United States president that has become a felon. And this could have some consequences. He could face other penalties. They say that the counts will be between 30 days to up to 4 years in prison if it gets that long. And we discussed yesterday in the show how the Secret Service has been in talks with the court systems and stuff, and because he has Secret Service for life, like how they plan on handling that situation. So we'll see what it is. The judge will issue the sentencing, I believe it's July 7th or July 11th. I can't recall now. But we'll see then. Um, Politically, right? What happens to Trump now? Does this incite people who were on the fence to vote for him or not now kind of make up their mind like they're going to support him, because a lot of people felt that this was like a witch hunt, and even Trump himself has said, it's unfair, um, what they're doing and all of this stuff. And he's set to address the media and people tomorrow, Friday, in front of Trump Tower. So we'll see what he has to say. And yeah, I think it's interesting, and um, pretty much sends the message of a little bit about accountability, um, where they kind of make an example of him, where a former president, unheard of, could get charged and found guilty of these crimes, um, and put into, I guess, perspective, right? That no one is above the law. But then it also, we still don't know if it's going to be like 30 days. A lot of speculations, 30 days, like under house arrest, right? Well, he'll just be in an office. He won't be in an actual jail cell. I'm sure a lot of people who don't like Trump would love to see him, orange jumpsuit, behind bars, for whatever the max sentence is. But we have yet to see what that will look like, or even if it'll happen. Right? There's just too much things involved. Right? Will the Secret Service have their weapons in jail? If he is sentenced to a facility, or I mean, how is that going to look? Right? All of these things um, have just never happened, and we'll see exactly what happens to Trump. So, as far as Trump, his legal team is going to be filing appeals, which could prolong, the legal battle, and then obviously the outcomes of other investigations could lead to, further things. So, I think it's just getting started, and we'll see what happens, and we'll see what happens to Trump's base. Um, we'll see what happens with other politicians, right? Are they gonna still support him in this campaign, or are they gonna kind of like retract a little bit, like some political figures have done, especially with the whole election fraud situation, right? There was a lot of people who were in support of him as president, and then once he started speaking about election fraud, like they kind of piggybacked, not piggyback, just went back on what they were, their support of Donald Trump. But yeah, that's all it is. It's a short video, kind of like catching up to speed. If you haven't already, go check out the episode yesterday where we talked about what could happen, all of our different opinions of what may happen. And yeah, I appreciate everybody watching this video. Like, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on whether you supported or will support Trump in this election season, and what you thought about this whole process, and the guilty verdicts, the jurors, the judge changing rules at the end. Like there was like a whole bunch of stuff. But appreciate everybody watching. We'll see you on the next episode. Peace.